Hello everybody, my name is Leo and with this video we will share a demo review of the Valeton GP 200. First of all, we will hear the unit in action with the demo song, then we will describe the main characteristics of the unit, then we will hear more sounds in the dedicated section of this video, and finally I will give you my 2 cents. So I hope you enjoy and please don't forget to subscribe and ring the bell, as it would really help me to make more videos like this. Let's start! Let's now describe the Valeton GP 200. First of all, it offers 71 amps, 70 cabs and 20 slots for user IRs. As regards effects, it offers more than 100 effects distributed in 9 blocks, excluding the amp and the cab block. There is a pre-block effect which can contain 3 compressors, 6 boosters, 2 acoustic guitar simulations, 2 wah, 1 filter, 3 pitch shift effects and 2 special effects like a ring modulator and a tape saturator. Furthermore, it has 5 wah, 23 distortions, 2 noise suppressors, 6 EQs, 23 modulations, 14 delays and 9 reverbs. There is a global EQ to be used in order to change the overall tone, for instance to adapt the unit to the room or stage in which you are gonna be playing. You can arrange the effects in whatever order you want and they can be placed in series but not in parallel. It has 8 foot switches and an expression pedal, much like the Line 6 Pod Go. Furthermore, you can expand the controllers thanks to the additional expression control input. The foot switches are customizable, meaning that you can use them in patch mode, stomp mode or user mode, where in user mode you can assign each foot switch to whatever function you want. The distance between each foot switch is like shown in the picture, and for instance the distance of the ones of the Pod Go are also shown in the picture. Therefore the difference between the two units is pretty narrow, and I have no problems in using them even with big shoes. Even because in the GP200 the upper row of foot switches is taller compared to the lower row, so that when you use the upper row you don't accidentally hurt the lower row. And by the way, you can assign colors to each foot switch. The unit, in my opinion, is pretty easy to be used, also thanks to the row of buttons that provide us with a direct access to the effect blocks and to the amp main controls directly accessible via a set of rotary knobs located at the right of the display. The screen is big enough at 4.3 inches with 480 by 272 pixels, and there is a computer app with which you can build your own presets and customize your tones pretty easily with the computer. It provides a 180 looper and a drum machine with 100 drum patterns. It can serve as a USB audio interface with the 2 channels USB Type-C connectivity, and the converters are at 24 bits and 44.1 kHz. Coming to the I/O, it has an expression pedal input, a guitar input, an aux in, a mono effect loop, stereo balanced and unbalanced outputs in separated sockets, an headphone out and a MIDI input. The dimensions are 345 by 220 by 62.5 mm and it weighs 2.37 kilos. And the construction quality seems pretty good, as it has a full metal chassis that seems very robust. It needs 9 volt at 1000 mA. The price is $350, and please don't forget to subscribe and ring the bell not to miss my future video comparisons, for instance where we will compare the GP200 against the Pod Go. Let's now hear some more sounds. final considerations here, and please notice that these are gonna be my personal opinions and you may not agree with me, and this is totally fine. Furthermore, Valeton has sent me this unit for free, but they are not asking me to say anything, and I'm not paid to make this video. Therefore, I'm free to say whatever I want. Let's have a look at the pros and cons of the unit. The pros. Well, first of all, it sounds good, as you may have heard in the demo song or the more sound section of this video. And in fact, I suspect that the amp simulations are exactly the ones of the Ampero, which, as we know, has pretty nice amp modeling algorithms. Even because both Ampero and Valeton belongs to the same company, and therefore they are maybe sharing the modeling algorithms. Then I would mention that it is pretty easy to be used, even without the computer app, thanks, for instance, to the row of buttons that provide easy access to the correspondent effect blocks or the amp controls that are directly accessible from the front panel of the unit, without having to browse the menu to dial the amp tones. Then I would mention the 8-foot switches that are pretty handy to have in live situation, and the construction quality. Well, having a full metal chassis, it seems very robust, even if we have to wait the proof of time to be sure. Lastly, I would mention the price. I mean, $350 is a pretty good price for a unit with these characteristics, especially comparing it to the price of the PodGo or the Moore G300. As regards the cons, I would mention the missing parallel effect chain, as the effects can be placed only in serial paths, even if it is not such a big of a deal for me, as I typically don't use complex effect chains. Then I would mention the 44.1 kHz audio interface, as I typically record at 48 kHz, and lastly the USB channels that are only 2, where I would like to have at least 4 of them, for instance using 2 for the effects, 1 for the amp and cab, and another one for the dry guitar signal, thus giving us all the options we need to change the tone in post, I mean while mixing. All in all, I think it's a pretty nice addition to an increasingly crowded amp modeling market, especially considering the price. If you need 8-foot switches with good amp tones, it's pretty hard to find something in the GP200 price range. So these were my final 2 cents, and please let me know your precious and valuable opinions in the comment section below. As you know, I really appreciate all your comments and suggestions, as they enrich a lot these videos, and I think that they contribute to help other guitarists to make their own choice. We have now reached the end of this video. I hope you enjoyed, and if you did it, please subscribe to my channel, ring the bell and leave a thumbs up. It would be of a great help, and of course you won't miss my future comparison videos, where, for instance, we will compare the GP200 against the PodGo. If you're interested in my IRs, you can check out the link in the card above or description below, where there is also a link to a playlist of songs of mine. Thank you for watching, and see you in the next video. Bye bye.